Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's Timothy Williams Jr. Growing up, reading was a huge struggle for me. I was always grades behind when it came to reading. You couldn't force me to read a book even if you put a gun in my head. In high school, when we were supposed to read a book and write an essay, I would always find a way out. I was never interested in the book that we were reading. I would go online and find essays for those books. One time, I got caught cheating. I got caught for plagiarism and nearly got suspended. None of those books in high school sparked my interest because I knew I wasn't going to college anyway. After graduating high school, I became a bookworm. I've read dozens of books on business, investing, and just having a positive mindset. Reading has given me so much knowledge and confidence when it comes to business and having a positive mindset. Warren Buffett reads about 80% of his time, and Bill Gates reads about 50 books a year, and the list goes on. Reading is very informative. It forces you to put the phone down for a couple of hours and focus. If you're looking to educate yourself more and take your mindset to a whole nother level, follow me to the end of this video so I can tell you my top 5 books that you need to read before the end of this year. Yes, 2022, so you can take your business as well as your mindset to a whole nother level. Reading gives you new skills and puts you in the mindset of successful business people, and most importantly, gives you inspiration when obstacles seem overwhelming and unachievable. My first recommendation, which is my favorite book of all time, I highly recommend that you check this book out. It's less than 150 pages and is packed with super valuable information. It's called The Latte Factor. I watched an interview on The Breakfast Club from the author himself, and I purchased this book as soon as possible. The book is about a girl named Zoe. She's working her dream job. She's working a bunch of hours, but she just can't seem to make ends meet. She's dealing with credit card debt as well as student loans. She then meets an older gentleman at her job by the name of Henry. Henry teaches her the 3 secrets to financial freedom. Throughout the course of the book, she realizes that she already makes enough money to secure her financial future. All she had to do is cut out that $5 a day that she was spending on her latte. Hence the name of the book, The Latte Factor. We all have something that we spend our money on every single day that we can cut out of our budget and invest into our retirement account. $5 a day can make you a millionaire. It doesn't seem like a lot of money, but when you add the numbers up, it is a lot of money. 5 times 30 is $150. $150 times 12 is $1,800 per year. $1,800 times 10, that's $18,000, and I'm not adding the compound interest. 6 out of 10 Americans do not have access to $1,000 in case of an emergency. You too can become a millionaire. All you have to do is get rid of that thing that you're purchasing every single day that you don't need and invest into your retirement account. When looking at one of the pages for this book, use the power of the Latte Factor. Taste your own coffee every morning instead of buying it and see what you could potentially save. $5 a day times 7 per week is $35 per week. $35 per week with a hypothetical growth rate of 10% annually for the first year is $1,885. Over the next 40 years will grow your money to $948,611. So getting rid of that one thing that you don't need, that you purchase all the time, taking that money and investing it into your retirement account and building generational wealth. This is by far my favorite book of all time. I don't care if you read any other books in this video, to be honest. As long as you read this book, I'm happy. All the links for every single book in this video will be down below. The next book, if you're an entrepreneur or a business person, I'm about 99% sure you've read this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I highly suggest you read this book if you haven't already. It'll take your mindset to a whole nother level. It's about Robert Kiyosaki and his 2 dads. His real dad, which is considered the poor dad, and his best friend's dad, which is considered the rich dad. There are a bunch of different takeaways from this book. One of the takeaways is it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. Also, the poor and the middle class work for their money, and then the rich make the money work for them. The poor and the middle class buy liabilities. The rich buy assets that pay for the liabilities. This book is packed with a lot of valuable information. If you're someone who's on the line of entrepreneurship and you want to make that jump to become an entrepreneur, I highly suggest you check out this book. It's going to take you to a whole nother level, and it's going to help you help yourself as well as the people around you. The next book is The Book on Rental Property Investing by Brandon Turner. I highly suggest you check out this book. Brandon Turner has over 100 units by now, I'm sure, and also he's probably making over $100,000 per month. He's talking about every single thing that you need in this book. He's not leaving any stones unturned for this book, and honestly, he's giving you even more information than you need just to be safe. In this book, you'll learn why many real estate investors fail and how to ensure your success, 4 unique strategies you can begin implementing today, creative tips to find incredible deals in competitive markets, how to succeed without touching a toilet, paintbrush, or broom, ideas for finance or rentals no matter how much cash you have, how to How to Keep Your Wealth by Deferring and Eliminating Taxes. Bigger Pockets also has a podcast that you can check out. Check it out on YouTube, their website, or even iTunes. 90% of millionaires became millionaires by investing into real estate. So I highly suggest that you get into the real estate market. If you're looking to purchase rental properties, I highly suggest that you check out this book. The link will be down below so you can purchase this book. Next, we have You Are a Bad at Making Money. This is a great book that teaches you about money. Poor people that come from poor situations, or they're poor themselves, not just financially, but mentally as well. They badmouth money and people with money, not because they hate them or anything, but because they're not educated on the value of money and they don't understand how to make the money and keep the money. This book teaches you about the value of money and understanding money. A lot of times we go on social media and we see people with new things and we envy them. We get discouraged and we look at it as evil instead of understanding how they got those things and understanding the value of money. Just look at Jim Carrey, for example. He wrote himself a check of $10 million and dated it for 3 years in the future, and then folded that up and put it in his wallet. No, he didn't have the $10 million to cash that check, but he dated it for the future 3 years in advance so that he can work as hard as possible so that when that 3 years comes, he met his goal. It just motivated him to go hard as he can to make that $10 million so that he can cash that check and it becomes a reality. A lot of people have mixed feelings about wealth as well as money. This book is going to break down your thought process on money to a whole nother level. You're no longer going to think about money as evil. A lot of people say money doesn't buy happiness. Personally, I've been a lot happier with money than I was when I was broke. But to be honest, it's about the opportunities. Me personally, I like to give back. I get more joy out of giving than receiving. I like to use that money to create opportunities for others, whether it be educating them, giving them money to do things that make them happy, or just putting a smile on people's faces. It gives me the opportunity to help others. That's my whole purpose. My purpose of doing videos is to help others, put a smile on other people's faces, and giving them confidence to go out and do things that they enjoy and to quit that 9-to-5 if that's something they want to do. So this book is going to understand the value of money and transition that thought of having money is an evil thing. And then last but not least, Rise and Grind by Daymond John. This is a great book for me personally because grind. Me in high school, they always called me Tim Grind and Shine, Grinder of the Year. Anything I set my mind to, whether it be sports, business, work, anything I'm doing, I make sure to grind as hard as possible to achieve the success I want. I'm a grinder. That's what you can call me. Call me Tim Grind and Shine if you want to. Leave it in the comment section below. But I'm always sticking to the grind, and it's one of my favorite words, honestly, because honestly, life is a grind. Everything you do that you put your mind to that takes work is a grind. And then also, Daymond John had one of the most successful clothing lines ever, FUBU. I've started 2 separate clothing lines myself personally. They weren't failures, but they were just lessons. They didn't turn out how I wanted them to. So a clothing line and just being a business person drew me to Daymond John. Daymond John comes from a similar situation, struggling growing up and looking to be successful to take care of your family and put everyone around you in a different situation. This book gets into the mind of Daymond John and other highly successful and motivated people. He's interviewing the likes of Gary Vee and a guy by the name of Kyle Maynard. Kyle Maynard was born without legs and arms, but he's achieved so many different things. He's interviewing him to get into his mind to understand how he gets up every single day and stays motivated to achieve all of his goals. This is a great book for any entrepreneur, business person, or someone who's looking to get up, get out there every single day to rise and grind. Reading can be done in so many different forms. You can use a Kindle, you can use your phone, or my personal favorite, you can use a hard copy book. I like hard copy books because if you have a phone or a Kindle, you have notifications that are going to pop up that are going to distract you. So I personally recommend that you get a hard copy book. These are my top 5 books that I recommend. I want to challenge all of you guys. Read at least one of the books mentioned in this video. After reading that book, come back, leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about that book. Also, if you have any book suggestions, leave them down below. I will give you guys some feedback after reading so as well. And if you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you're notified anytime I post a video. And as always, tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Thank you guys so much.